Namaste, so family. Um, Look, gotta get my earphones right. Hmm. There's a lot of curse in the black community, and like I've been, preaching, like John the Baptist, might be in a different form, but there's a lot of cursing within the black community. Yeah, a lot of curse. You see, the most strategically and specifically, you know, let me just say, specifically more than strategically. The Most High specifically said in His Word, the scriptures, the manual, yeah, it's your manual. He said, a man, when he's grown and mature, should leave his father and mother, and cleave to his wife. And once that you hear father and mother, that includes sisters and brothers too, because you're after creating your own family, your own world, your own home. And why, a lot of marriages have been, destroyed is because of the reluctancy of a lot of you to heed and adhere and obey the rules written within the manual, the Bible. Such a wise book, a holy book, the Holy Bible. So, I've always been talking about parents leaving, an inheritance for their children. And, not the other way around. You're supposed to sustain that which you create. It's not what you create sustain you. Alright? Okay, you're supposed to have more wisdom. And you're supposed to have accumulated more than that which you've created. Because in some way, you're supposed to be greater. As God is our creator, and we His creations. Therefore, He's greater than us. And we look to Him to supply all our needs. Yeah? So it is with the parent and the child, or the parents and the child, or children. A lot of you out there, you're cursed. Whether you want to be a star or a celebrity or an entrepreneur or whatever. And some of you can be them, things and people. But you know what's hindering you? That affinity, that dangerous affinity that you have to specifically your mothers. And some of these mothers, let me just tell you, they are cursed. They have cursed destinies. Sometimes when you find yourself to be a motherless child, don't count it as a loss. It's a blessing. Not every loss is a loss. Not every loss is a loss. And with that being said, let me just say this before I go in it further. I really need a place to stay. Alright? So I really want some good Samaritan. Not no pervert. Yeah? No rapist. No opportunist. Yeah? Someone authentic and genuine to, help me in, attaining a place. Until I can, get back on my feet. I'm very innovative, very skillful and talented. You see my work. And there is more that I'm capable of. I'm not hard-headed, not a numbskull, I'm not a dunce. I like using my hands, I like working, I like using my brain, I like to think. And there's nothing wrong, people, with asking for help, because we all need help. And so I'm asking for help right now because I need to get away from this woman who claimed to be my mother because she has a cursed destiny. And she's been trying to put it on me for the longest while. But you see, once you're chosen, it shall not be. It won't happen. And to them visions that I said that, I received. Because it's not everybody you can curse. It's not everybody you can put your curse on. I remember specifically that woman saying to me, nobody never looked on her and give her anything yet. And it was in comparison to me, always, especially at that time, being blessed. People always, just giving me things. People just love me just like that. And that's because I have a clean frequency. I don't mean anybody any harm. I want everybody to win. Me not like see poor people. Me not like see broke people. Me not like see people are suffer. Me not like to see people sad. Not even my enemy. Because me feel them energies. As if I'm me and suffer. Or as if me broke, or when me have money, it come like a me broke. So I have clean hands and a pure heart. And that is why I have a blessed fate. This woman who claimed to be my mother, she doesn't. Because she's very envious and covetous. Because to make a remark or a statement like that to anybody or about anybody, especially a so-called offspring of yours, it shows how cruel you are. Capricorn moon. I realize people with moon in Capricorn are very cruel, greedy, white-collar criminals. They're always looking for people to give them, and they're never willing to give anybody anything. Like I said, this woman never do anything for me whilst growing up. She not do nothing for me. But she expected once I reach the age of 18, I should get a job and start to give her money, just like my sister overseas is doing right now. And that's why I had the vision that she's going to die and the husband who's also overseas is going to die, because she's supposed to make her own bread. Nobody not supposed to give her anything. There are some people, yeah, them supposed to bring in them own money. And for the longest while, she tried to manipulate me into thinking that, boy, me never get no help from nobody out there. Me just have to hustle for my own. But that's her destiny. But of course, I am a self-made entrepreneur. I'm supposed to be a businesswoman. Yeah, I'm supposed to be an astrologer. But it's not supposed to be so rough and hard. But yet still, I still make it out. I still create a company for myself. Yeah, my record label. Yeah, my record label in the making, my astrological company in the making, my music and my lyrics. Because I know nobody lyrics are my own them. I know nobody vocals are my own them. And nobody never teach me vocal training. That was all from Spirit. And that's why Spirit is who I give all the glory and thanks to. Because I am a motherless child. My father abandoned me. And the mother who was supposed to be a mother was no mother at all. And I tell myself, I want to meet my father. Of course, I met him when I was younger. So it's not like I don't know who he is. He's who I got my gifts and talents from, the spiritual gifts and the musical ones. Because he used to go to the musical studio. He used to, sing. And my older sister, I don't have much memories of him because when I was conceived, when I was in my mother's womb, she and him left. So my stepfather, she was with my stepfather at the time. So my stepfather is basically the only father that I know, and he's not even my father. But I still know that man, who they say is my father, Winston Spence, from not 219, sorry, from Spanish Town Road. I think, is it 219 same way? 219 Spanish Town Road, Kingston 13. One of the nastiest, worst areas in Kingston. And yet, I'm not frightened for anything. Because like I said, I was royalty in my past life. So I'm not money grubbing. But I want to know him. I want to interact with him. I heard that he's sick. He has diabetes, low blood sugar. He's always been a skinny fellow. I can't remember that much about him. Yeah? Skinny just like me. So I guess you can say I'm my father's child, my father's daughter. And yet, I was never allowed to have a relationship with him. I was just, forced to be around this hateful and wicked woman. You see why I hate religion? Because I never come across a religious person with love inside of them. That's why I say bonfire upon all religion, especially Christianity. Rastaman get up and say burn church. I know the real church for burn, is a synagogue of Satan. How do not really take up this into arms, into hands and really do on so not. That's the thing with black people, they just chat. And mean nothing want to say I'm an extremist, and if me say me I go do something, I go do it. Not say me I will literally burn down them church, but I would be very happy to hear a mass amount of churches start get, burned down. I hate what they call the church nowadays because I know it's not. It's a facade. It's the synagogue of Satan. The Most High told us that in Revelations. We are in Revelations right now. And that true church, New Jerusalem, that city on a hill that cannot be hid, soon enough it's going to descend, but brimstone and fire have to destroy all of this first. And it is coming because the system, the matrix, a mash up on a see. All who are talk about school are going to reopen September, watch and see. Them said that last year. And that not happen to hell. Go down to one of my, I think a video that I posted about a year ago. Whilst them a chat up their mouth about school are going to reopen September. I'm like, okay, because them never know astrology. Them never know how much a clock a strike. And I'm glad I post all of these videos because some of these black whore spirits, can we call them whore? Them just work themselves for money. A lot of them. Yeah, and I bet when I meet my father, he's going to reveal some very disturbing things about her. And that's why she didn't want us to have a relationship with him and tell pure lie about him. You see a lot of these fathers, rekindling relationships with their children and Susan. I hear of some of the mischievous wickedness where some of these mothers do. Black bitches. Yeah. Purpose to separate the youth them from them parents and vice versa. The youth them from them fathers and vice versa. The daddy this and that. So the daddy didn't love you. That not have nothing to do with them and the children. And a brainwash the children into thinking that just because the daddy no want to, no love, no count the disgusting, him no want the picking them to. Nothing like that. Too wicked. See me and I'm divorced. And my kid's father was the worst husband possible. Because I don't know which man bring a woman in war to in a family home. It's not like say me I get up and a quarrel with you or me I attack you or me I disrespect you. But just because you go out, you're just desperate for attention and you not get it and you just go to the extremities. Which, me talk about the drama of these black men already. No good husband do that. You're the worst husband. But yet, he's a good father. And I would never suffer my children, having a relationship with their father. Just because he never treat me right, that not have nothing to do with them. Me not so thin-skinned. The children deserve to know their father and to have a relationship with him, and vice versa. My personal feelings or opinions about you not supposed to come into the mix, and they try to get me to fight against the father and to do all of the foolishness what she do where, you know, me and my two older sisters' father was concerned. And she just cannot get it that way. And I go come talk about how him remarried the other day, and you know, his wife, it seems so nice, and they seem so nice together, as if, you know, she trying to definitely get me upset or jealous. Jealous for what? Problem? That's why so much drama in the black community, because only no want the people but yet still don't know no want them move on. For what reason? Because him definitely ain't gonna get no more of my crutches, so might as well him go move on and remarry. When me I go do walk over here for time down so him can move on fast and become a plague in my life. Me no want plague and me no like problem. So I could never do something like that. But she maliciously made that statement because him remarrying no have nothing to do with me. Because divorce paper done sign our divorce already. As a matter of fact, I didn't even sign any divorce paper. All I know is that me get document and confirmation say we divorce. And me never know say so divorce can go nowadays. But you see me, I was glad to be freed. Because it don't make no sense. It is said that you and I are still married and we now live together and we are not a family. So I was happy. However, it was done. I still have the evidence of it, the document, and I'm glad. Because I value myself way too much. But a lot of you out there, you see, don't feel sorry for me, you know, because most I give him strongest soldiers, the most we'll call it, harsh lessons. Some of you could never go through when I go through and stand. No of you would commit suicide already. But for me, it's nothing. Because I completely understand human nature. I'm not puzzled. I'm not like, why? It don't have nothing to do with me. She have issues with fear herself, and that's why she's so cruel. And why she seemingly get along with my other, you know, my two older sisters and my younger half sister, yeah, it's because they kiss her ass. Me no want to be them the kind of people that kiss people ass. Them something that make me can't sleep at night. Me have to tell you my mind and let you know where me I stand. I don't like you. And I'm going to let you know I don't like you. I'm not into the fakes and the facades. Them something that make me want to vomit. For what for? My reality and mentality must synchronize. My mind is supposed to be one place and my reality a different place. And then yet they have the audacity to say I'm mentally ill. I'm a very sensitive woman because I'm very empathic. And being around them nasty stinking energy here, it can give any empath a heart attack, and that's why I need to get the hell up out of here. She hold on to my children and she used the whole mental psychosis and instability as an excuse. Because, like I said, people have gifts and abilities and she abused fear one. But, like I said, very, very soon, she going to be blind, deaf, and dumb. And that spirit say, and I co-sign that. Because she has been manipulating energies to get people to what? Be in her favor. That is done with now. And is our judgment now. God never make you God. To destroy and to hurt people and wreak havoc. It's so you can help. And that and now me can see why she cursed. Because like I've been saying, you see, your beginning is your end. So somehow some of these people have cursed destinies and them wonder why. Well, see there, you live out why you curse. Because you're wicked. You have a cruel intentions and cruel nature. And as much as them do so much wickedness to me, I don't have the heart to sit down and imagine half the things with them imagine and try to manifest into my life. And that's why I'm so blessed and highly favored and chosen. Because like I said, your beginning is really your end. In between, show all of that, you know, connect and match up. And that's why Spirit say, a spirit in control now. So you mark my words, people going to start dead and drop like fly. And it is the Most High God who's going to do it. Because I'm fed up now. Because you warn people, God no destroy a city before him warn it. And he give them many warnings. Through me, through dreams no doubt, and visions he revealed to me. Yeah, but them want to interpret them dreams and visions how them want. Now, who is delusional and who mentally ill? Because you see, you get the dream and the vision and it's so obvious. But because you're so cruel, you interpret it to yourself your own way and then you pass that on to other people as though you are righteous. But see, no matter how you want to interpret that and however long you want to stay in that illusion, the judgment going to come. Because most I all him want is that him give you the warnings. So you can stay there, play dumb and stubborn and act like a fool and be foolish. Because people who do wickedness, them not believe in a God. When you believe in God, you know, it's like you always, it's like to you, something is always watching you. Your spirit is always watching you. And that's how I've always felt ever since I was a child growing up. And that's why for me, it was always hard for me to do certain things. I stole before, I'm not going to lie. And that weighed heavy on my conscience. Because in my mind, even though I didn't see anybody physically watching me, I sense a presence watching me. And I felt the disappointment. And from then, I don't steal anymore. I put aside pride and I said, listen, it's either they say yes or no. And that was from I was a child. Probably about 7, 8 years old. Imagine, me and you left me a pen. And we left me a pen to go there. You come